Today, Customs and Border Protection officers are questioning an Australian resident who claims he was in Vietnam to be married, but he's returned home without his new bride.
Where's your wife? Still over in Vietnam?
Still there, still Vietnam. Yep.
Is your new wife going to come to Australia?
Soon. She must be.
Yeah?
Yep.
When is that? When's she going to be coming back?
I don't know yet.
Officer Brad is suspicious of the man's story, as there doesn't seem to be any evidence of the wedding. But he does find something that sparks his interest.
What's in here?
Oh, the letter from the doctor.
Do you have an illness? Are you sick?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Oh, drug.
Pardon?
A quick drug.
Oh, you've been on drugs before? How long ago?
More than 10 years, yeah.
More than 10 years ago, you were on drugs?
Yep.
What sort?
Heroin.
Oh, heroin? Okay. How long have you been having methadone?
I think 10 years, 11 years.
Have you been in trouble with the police in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lately, in the last 10 years?
Yep, I think so.
And what was that for?
For fighting or for supply, you know.
So you were still supplying drugs?
No, I say about 10 years ago.
Immigration is about to interview an American man who has arrived in Sydney for a high-profile international boxing match.
I'm Michael Kidd, Sugar Shane Mosley cousin.
Sugar Shane Mosley is the 8-time world champion American boxer who is here for a scheduled fight.
We come here to knock out Anthony Mundine and go back to the U.S. with the win. That's why we're here.
But there's a chance that he might never make it to the ring, because immigration have discovered that he may have served more than 12 months in jail, which could be a breach of the particular visa conditions that he has.
He's coming in on a 601 travel authority, which is an electronic type of visa, which can be used both for tourism and some minimal business activities. There is a condition which states no criminal convictions. So we need to assess all factors. If there is some consideration that there are compassionate reasons for him to be here, that will be used and a decision will be made on that to whether we allow him in.
So there are now huge stakes riding on round one of the interview process.
Okay, Michael, why have you come to Australia today?
To train my cousin Sugar Shane Mosley. I'm his second trainer.
Officer Jenny needs to determine the seriousness of his crime and the length of the jail sentence.
So are you able to give me some information on or some detail on your convictions that you've had in the past?
I was caught in the conspiracy, being with the wrong crew, being with the wrong people at the wrong time. I was given 12 years, and I did my time. I served my time and got out of jail, and I haven't been in jail ever since.
So you were sentenced to 12 years in jail?
Yeah.
And you actually served the full length of time?
Yeah, I did my majority of it, yeah.
There is concern that his vague answers may be hiding the severity of his crime.
The explanation of conspiracy wasn't enough for me. I need to actually get him to elaborate more on exactly what was involved in his conspiracy to obtain 12 years in jail. It sounds serious, so I need to go in and just question that further.
If this trainer is going to get his gloves on, he needs the next round to go a lot better than this one. This Australian woman, who has just returned from Vietnam, has declared some food items on her passenger card.
She's declared food. She declared 2 mooncakes, and she said there's beans in them, so they're okay. We checked those.
She has also brought some sealed packets labelled as tea, but there is something else hidden inside.
In them, we found all these packets of green tea. When I open the green tea, it's just a mixture of tobacco, fresh leaves, more tobacco. I don't know what this is, but it's some sort of plant. But it's all been concealed.
Because of all the prohibited food, Biosecurity officers may have grounds to issue a fine of $340.
You only declared food, and you told me you had mooncakes with bean in it.
But that one is a tea for, the tea I put together,
But it's not tea, it's fresh plant
Oh,
material.
no,
It's
that
highly
is a-
prohibited
No,
from
that
bringing
is
it
a
in.
tradition tree.
No,
I can
it's-
give you the
It's
you know,
labelled
outlet.
green tea, but it's bark, it's leaves, it's all prohibited from bringing
Oh,
in.
no, but I bought in the
And I
shop.
believe that you concealed it.
But I bought in the shop like that because they're not
No, the
first
packets have been resealed, we can see that.
Officer Heather doesn't believe the woman's story, but the passenger is adamant that she is telling the truth and that the ingredients are only to make tea.
No, I just put like that, something like that. I example this something, and I chop the small this one, and I put in the water. I boil it, I drink. That's it. So that is not fair for me.
Biosecurity officers need to decide if this concealment requires a prosecution.
I still want to look through the rest of the bag, because we haven't checked that yet. So we might find more, I don't know.
But when the bag is searched, officers are completely shocked at what they find.
Oh my heavens.
The passenger returning from Vietnam has aroused the suspicion of Customs and Border Protection. He has admitted to taking and supplying drugs in the past.
So when was the last time you used heroin?
Long time already, you know.
You're not carrying anything on you?
No, I'm not carrying anything.
The initial bag search has not revealed any drugs, but officers are still questioning his reason for travelling to Vietnam.
Been over to get married. From what I can see, he's got the certificate here. Do you have any photos of the wedding?
Hey?
Do you have any photos from the wedding?
No.
Officers remain wary of his story and take a drug swab of his bag.
We'll see if it comes up with anything first.
And this result may indicate whether or not the passenger's reason for travel was genuine. Immigration officer Jenny is discussing the case of an American boxing trainer with her supervisor.
He's actually here for a period of 7 days, and his main purpose is to train his cousin Shane Mosley, who is a pro boxer.
But there is a problem with his visa because of the considerable time he has spent in prison.
I asked him details about his convictions, and he said that in 1998 he was sentenced to 12 years of imprisonment. The only thing I'm a bit uncertain is he kept saying it's just conspiracy, and my thoughts are, well, what was he conspiring to? What did he actually
do?
Yeah.
I think you need to get more details of the conspiracy, what he was really involved in.
Okay. All right, not a problem. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Michael, I just wanted to just get some more information about your conviction. You said it was to do with conspiracy. Can I get you to elaborate on that? Exactly what was involved?
Drugs.
In drugs, okay.
I was around the wrong crowd,
Yeah.
and I just got caught up in the conspiracy. So I had to go, they gave me some time, so I did my time.
I note that you brought in permission from
My
the
PO.
US government
Yes, ma'am.
stating that you have got authority to travel to...
Because I travel everywhere. I go state to state.
Okay, so the reason for this is that you're still on probation, are
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
And how long have you got on that probation?
One more year.
If for whatever circumstances a decision was made not to allow you entry today, what would be the result of that?
Probably won't be a fight. It'll be all
So they're
bad.
depending on you to be
It'll be
here.
all bad for this country. You won't be able to see the good fight.
Okay.
Immigration will need to decide if his visa should be cancelled. And with so much at stake, Mr. Kidd better hope that there is a unanimous decision in his favour.
It's quite possible that he won't be allowed entry into Australia today.
A swab taken from this passenger's bag has tested positive for heroin.
heroin.
He's denied carrying any drugs, but officers are not so sure.
The reading has come back positive for heroin.
Huh?
Did you use anything while you're over there?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try and find out why we're getting readings for heroin, okay?
I don't know, maybe some of my friends are using, they put in.
Has any of your friends
your
used your bag?
clothes. Yep. They take a bag about 3 weeks ago. I give to them borrow my suitcase about 3 weeks ago, but they take only 4 days only.
So where did they go? What country?
You do your job. I can't answer anymore, you know.
The passenger appears adamant he is not carrying drugs, but to alleviate any suspicion, officers will perform a frisk search.
The choice of doing it here or in a private room, it'd be done by a male officer.
Look up to you.
Doing it done, no, it's up to you. Do you want it done here? No, it's not. You've got to make a decision. You either do it here or in a private room. You want to do it in a private room?
Yeah.
While the man is led to a private interview room to be frisk searched, officers at the other end of the terminal have also taken aside a female passenger who has returned from Bali.
This one's just,
I don't know.
something soft or t-shirts or something.
Oh yeah, your t-shirts.
T-shirts.
Yep.
She appears nervous as Officer Matthew finds various packets of medication throughout her bag, most of which she will need to provide a prescription to prove they are for personal use. And a swab test may help to indicate if she has been in contact with any illicit substances during her travels. Biosecurity officers have discovered various high-risk plant materials concealed inside packets of green tea.
It's the bark, the leaves, the tobacco, it's plant material.
The Australian woman is facing a fine or a possible prosecution for not declaring the items. But she may have a much bigger problem, as officers have made an incredible discovery in one of her bags.
Oh my heavens. Okay. What we have here, US dollars.
Officers from Customs and Border Protection are immediately called.
We stopped as soon as we saw the money.
Can I take that out? Okay.
Put it aside.
Counterfeit. Counterfeit US dollars. So, and that entire bag is full of counterfeit US dollars.
The money could be considered counterfeit, but they're a very bad imitation of the US $100 bill and would be hard to pass off as legal tender. Officer Tim has seen this before and realises that they are actually intended for a cultural ceremony.
It's her belief that it's being used for a ceremonial use, so she's already saying that it's going to be used in conjunction with a funeral. We have seen these sort of things during Chinese New Year, so obviously there might not be sort of a criminal perspective on what the goods are today.
The fake money is on joss paper and it is burnt as a symbolic offering at a funeral in respect to the departed, or used at other occasions to bring good luck.
I'm just going to explain it. Because it's imitating currency, even though it's a pretty naive attempt, and I know why you brought it in. You brought it in for the funeral purposes, okay? As is part of your religion at the moment. As it does imitate the US dollar bill, we've got to assess it with the Australian Federal Police, and they'll determine whether or not, you know, they're going to seize it or if they're going to let you go with it today,
You can do
okay?
everything you want.
All right, that's very accommodating of you.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
thank
can
you.
do everything you want.
Biosecurity officers now issue her with a $340 fine for not declaring all of the prohibited food. She is then escorted to the Customs and Border Protection area, and the AFP are called in to decide what action needs to be taken.
Normally it has to be referred to the Australian Federal Police, as we're not in a position to determine whether or not it's counterfeit. They're going to obviously have a look at the currency and see whether or not it is trying to imitate US dollar bills, see whether or not there's a counterfeit issue.
Customs and Border Protection have taken a man for a frisk search after he had a positive reading from his belongings for traces of heroin. Although it seems unusual that he just got married in Vietnam but has returned on his own, it doesn't prove that he has done anything wrong, and the frisk supports this.
The frisk search has come back negative. We're happy that the passenger's not carrying anything on him today, and we'll be letting the passenger go today.
But at the other end of the terminal, the belongings of this nervous passenger have also tested positive to traces of heroin.
Okay, it came back that you were in contact with heroin. Heroin, yeah. Did you think of any reason why it might come back to that?
No.
Would have you
No.
come in contact at a party or anything you might be able to think of where you might have come in contact with some narcotics? Maybe a few months ago? Okay.
I got attacked, yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, I was at a party a few months ago.
Okay, and there was narcotics there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Officer Matthew has already found packets of various medications that seem to be legitimate. But when he has a quick look through her notebook, he notices a strange entry.
So the scrapbook basically was things that she wanted to do while she was away, and one of those was to do some research into pseudoephedrine.
Ephedrine is the major chemical component in the manufacture of methamphetamine, or ice, and is a strictly controlled substance.
It seems a bit odd that you'd be doing research into pseudoephedrine.
With the bag almost empty, Officer Matthew discovers a final piece of evidence which confirms his suspicions and could land this passenger in a lot of trouble. This boxing trainer says that if he is not allowed into the country because of the 12 years that he spent in a US prison, it could cause a major boxing event to be cancelled.
Because this fight could break my cousin or it could make him. So we have to win.
Okay.
There's no other way. You know what I'm saying? So this is his livelihood. You know what I'm talking about? So we have to win this fight. We have to win.
Officer Jenny and her duty manager discuss the case to determine if Mr. Kidd will be allowed in.
Look, having considered the passenger's criminal history, the fact that he's done his time and the nature of the crime, and on the other hand, the purpose of his travel and the importance this event has for the Australian community, the fact that it's quite a big event, tickets have been sold, and that he's been very upfront and honest. I think on this occasion, on balance, we weigh up the conviction with Australia's interest and we let him immigration clear.
Officer Jenny can now deliver the good news.
We've allowed you to be immigration cleared.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yes.
And I hope it all goes well.
Australia is the best. Yes.
Having won this round, Mr. Kidd can now enter Australia and move on to his next big challenge.
I'm out here for one reason, to win this fight so we can go home with a victory.
And having had to weigh up all the factors, Officer Jenny is also happy with the outcome.
On this occasion, it's certainly a satisfying result for me, so I wish him all the best.
Customs and Border Protection have found a large amount of undeclared and unprescribed pseudoephedrine in the bags of an Australian woman returning from Bali.
So while we were having a look in her bag, in one of the pockets, we found some boxes that were labelled pseudoephedrine, and then further inspection of another section of her bag, we found some more boxes and a bottle containing pseudoephedrine in liquid form. Just on question number one, just where it says goods that may be prohibited or subject to restrictions such as medicines.
Oh,
okay,
right.
you need to declare.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So there's no reason why you've got so much of it? Is it,
Because it's just easier to get here.
It's just
over
easier?
there, yeah.
Okay.
But she claims to have a reason for the medication.
So she said that she worked with horses. She was a strapper, and that she was allergic to horses, and that in order to deal with her allergies and things, she had to go overseas to source larger amounts of pseudoephedrine because she couldn't buy them here in Australia. we're going to pack it up and we're going to talk about the pseudo and we'll take it from there.
There is now enough evidence to detain the woman, and she is taken to a private interview room while the Australian Federal Police are called for further investigation.